I've been struggling with my mental health. Yeah, been struggling with my mental health, which has affected my physical health. So I've been trying to work on sorting myself out. Slowly getting there. But I've been taking it easy on myself, so I haven't been recording, but I feel like I'm starting to feel ready to record again. So there won't be much done probably for July. I'm mostly cross-stitching, but I'll see what I do. But yeah, I got some things completed. So I completed a colour book. I've got another book that's just about finished. I've only got a couple of pages left to do in it. But this is just a basic Christmas colour by Number One. I did it in a mixture of water-based, alcohol markers and gel pens. I have got most of what I've got packed because I am moving at some point, but I don't know when or where to. It may not make sense, but I know what's going on. I did 4 blankets, but I gave one away. So I've got 3 left here. You won't be able to pick that up, but that yellow has got a sparkle in it and it's really soft. So yeah, okay. This one's thicker and smaller. They're about 90 centimetres square. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And yeah, I am, excuse me. Oh, well, that rattles the bones sometimes. Yeah, I've felt a bit off today. Taken some painkillers just for a headache, and I've got a cup of tea next to me. But yeah, so 4 blankets I did, 1 I've given away, and then we'll get into the diamond paintings. I threw them aside and now I have to reach for them. Okay, none of my videos are all particularly organised. But this one is a 20 by 20. I did order a set of 30 20 by 20s, and I've done most of them so far. So I think that one came out of that one. So it's actually not too bad for the size. Yeah, these are from Temu, so if you know about Temu, usually that's the canvas size rather than the image size, so they'd be 15 by 15. There's another one. They always look better on camera, on phone, than what they do in real life, but it's still cute. This one, they've got these, but yeah, these big drills, they are pretty, but sometimes they don't stay on too well. So yeah, I'm just pushing one back on again. But yeah. Oh, Jojo, yeah. I am so addicted to Temu, but I have to stop buying because I'm going to be moving. The story is I'm in government housing here in Australia, and said that I have to move, but they're not exactly sure when or where to. So today is Wednesday. I've got an appointment with them on Monday to see what's going on. But I've got most of my stuff packed. So another 20 by 20. Temu was just so addictive, it's amazing. That's another 20 by 20. When I get all these 30 of 20 by 20s done, hopefully I'll remember which ones they were and I'll do a video. So you can see how they all turn out. You want to know about my housing? Okay. in Australia we have government housing, so we get cheaper rent basically. And the one I'm in is actually called head lease, which means that it is privately owned by a person and the government rents it, and I only pay a small amount of the rent. Oh, you're in Sydney, yeah. Well, I'm on the mid-north coast and I'm in a head lease place. So basically, they don't, because the rent is getting so expensive, they don't want to pay the rent here anymore. So they want to put me into a property that they own. But with the housing crisis, they're struggling to put me in a property that I own. Now, they tried to put me in one property, but it was in a really bad area because there's still areas where, you have drugs and violence and all this sort of thing, and they tried to force me into one of those properties. And so I went to legal aid. So as you know, here, I know other people probably don't know, but here in Australia, for those of us on low income, we get free help with legal aid, but there's also disability advocacy. Now, I am going through both legal aid and disability advocacy to get in a place where I feel safe, where I can just do my craft work. I know there is a housing crisis, but I also want to be in an area where I can feel safe to do my craft work and open my doors and all this sort of stuff. So it crashed my mental health because I felt I was being pushed into a situation where I wasn't feeling safe, and where I would be isolated because I wouldn't feel safe where my friends and their cars could visit. And because of, nowhere is safe, but some areas are safer than others. So where I am now, I've been here for 16 years and I've never had a problem. Most of the homes are privately owned, and there's some areas that have more of a reputation for drugs and violence than others. So where I am, I'm lucky. I've never had any worries whatsoever. No dramas, no hassles, nothing's happened around here. There's no yelling, there's no screaming, there's no foul language and all that sort of stuff. And I can leave my screen door open and my cat can go in and out, and I know I've got no problems. So I've been very lucky for the last 16 years. Whereas in this other place, yelling, all that triggers my mental health, my PTSD, because I spent 52 years of my life being abused in one way, form or another. So if I don't feel safe, I go back to self-harm and all that sort of thing. I'm being completely honest here. And I can't do that. I won't do that. It would kill me. Maybe I should have put a trigger warning on here about self-harm and suicide first. But that's just the way it is. So I've gone through legal aid and through disability advocacy to appeal the first offer, but I know where there is a place where the people are being thrown out. There's a group of units where a friend of mine lives. She says it's really, really quiet, and there's some people who are on drugs and dealing drugs living in there, and they're being evicted. So basically, disability advocacy and I are going to have a meeting on Monday, and I'm going to tell them that if they want me to move, I want to move into there because I've got a friend there already. There's other disabled people who live there because mental health is a disability, and tell them that I want to move there when they move out, and there I will feel safe and I will have support with a friend nearby. So basically, I was pushed into a situation where I didn't feel safe. It would upset my, throw my mental health to shithouse, excuse the language. Yeah, I will get back. Okay, that was a phone call. I'll call it back after this. So yeah, basically I crashed. Yeah, so I've been seeing my psychologist again. I've had my doctor, psychologist, write letters for Mission Housing Australia, and to put me somewhere where I can feel safe, just do my craft work, be quiet. And I also got my eldest son living with me. He's on NDIS with autism and stuff, so we both need to be safe. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. But yeah, getting there slowly. So yeah, at least that one's quite dark. It was hard to tell what that one was. That was another one, dragons, I think. Yeah. But anyway, so there. That's all I've done this month. I've mainly been cross stitching, but I feel like I'm starting to get on the mend now. Now that things are getting sorted. That sort of anxiety and all that makes me tired, so I've been sleeping a lot. It's exhausting. Yeah. So I know I'd be lucky to, because being in government housing, I will never be homeless. I will always have a roof over my head. But I also, for my mental health, I need to feel safe too. Because if I don't feel safe, then, yeah, I won't survive. Having drugs around me, not being worried about walking out the front door. Friends can't visit because they might be worried that their cars might get broken, and they've got some really nice cars. And they're wonderful people. And so if I can move into a place where I've got a friend there already, and there's other people with other disabilities there, and we can be nice and quiet, that would be awesome. So, yeah. I wasn't going to tell the whole story, but I have now. So I will keep you updated as to what's going on. And I have actually bought a diamond painting from AliExpress. It's 20 by 40, which is an unusual size. I'm finding they're quite expensive, but I've gotten addicted to their games. Temu games are boring. AliExpress games are fun. So I've been playing those, playing Minecraft and cross-stitching, and that's pretty much about it. But I feel like I'm ready to get back into some diamond painting and recording and talking to you awesome people, and yeah. So I might head off. I've got a kitty cat who's probably ready for her dinner, and I throw the leftover cat food out to the birds. So the birds at the back, the kookaburras and that, are probably ready for their dinner. And I will see how things go. But yeah, I actually felt right to do a video today, which is awesome. But I've got a cup of tea that will be going cold, and I will let you know. But Jojo, thanks for coming on. Thanks for talking to me. Keep being awesome, and make sure you do what you love. Yeah, if I seal them, I do have a sealer. I'll have to do a video and see how the sealer goes. I bought the sealer from Temu, and I do want to try it out. And I haven't packed it because I want to try it out. So yeah, sealing, good idea. But yeah, and I've also bought some notebooks, diamond painting on the front for gifts for friends. So I want to seal those as well. So we'll have a go at that. Anyway, I hope you are very, very safe. And yeah, I do appreciate you coming on and chatting. So take care. And I hope all your dreams come true. Bye.